Right now, that's pretty much it. Just this.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic.
Oh, I don't know if you put it on Madden.
But
on Madden,
they are set as they'll square off with the Philadelphia Eagles.
After this, I can. Oh no, I set it up for. No, I just set it up for all Madden. But I was saying, like, so in the league is on all Madden, and there's no kick meter.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start.
So I just want to let you know about kick meter, just in case you didn't know about it. You want to start over?
No. I use your playbook. I try it out.
Okay.
I try that playbook.
Cool.
Keep forgetting they got a different playbook. You got to change the playbook.
No problem.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
Now Wentz throwing on second down.
Oh, you got to catch that.
And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys that call the frustrating.
Yeah, switch to him. They hit triangle, you probably had a better chance.
They were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On is the punt team now as this one sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
Nice, they updated the rosters. Good. I didn't know I'd have Josh Gordon.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Brady now on first down.
God.
Ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Ajayi. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Now Wentz on the bootleg. They'll roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's
trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
I don't know. Like whenever there's lag, only one person sees it unless it's bad.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Nigel Bradham coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gordon. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Good hit.
And the first play will be a field goal try. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go. 180. Man 5-7.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here we go. Run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
It's going to it for too long.
The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rex Burkhead, 69 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Do you know about shifting the line on offense for blocking?
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Just killed myself and I didn't clean my football.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
In the settings, like before you even go into a game, you can make it so that you have the same playbook all the time. I know how that is, man. Not having the right playbook. Can't stand that.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Like then you don't have certain things in that playbook and stuff like that.
For them here. They know the score. They know the
situation. Can't find certain things.
And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a Giant. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I make my own playbook because I can't, I use placing like each playbook. Other than that, it's just, there's so many plays I don't like. Like with that,
picks up the sack.
Looks like he's cocking back to throw deep. So if you tap it real quick, it won't take as long to throw it.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just tracked it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
I get sacked a lot like that myself, though.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Let's do that.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
So there's no meter for the field goal, too, so it's the same type of kick.
Here's Dorsett. Oh, look at the juke. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now this time, Brady will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Ooh, good D.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, We've got to talk about the ties that we've seen in weeks 1 and 2. Everyone was talking about the Steelers-Browns week 1, Charles, but week 2 we saw another. The game that you had, Vikings and Packers.
Yeah, and do you know something? They tied at 29. You know, it's the first time teams have tied with the score 29-29 in NFL history, so another little oddity that you throw in there. But I think the common characteristic between the Vikings, Packers, and the Steelers-Browns from week 1, kicking. The kicking game got both games and really affected in a big way. The Browns could have won, had a field goal blocked. The Vikings could have won. Their field goal kicker missed 3. And Mason Crosby, the Packers, made 1. But the Vikings had called timeout. He had to do it again, and he missed. So there you go. 2 ties in the first 2 weeks.
First time that's happened since 1971. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before half for Wentz. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
I just happened to see it the last second. I just happened to see it was a screen at the last second. Stuck with him.
Half interceptions, and that last one even costlier. As it's returned for 6.
You ain't got to worry about that with most of the dudes in the league. I'm one of the best ones in the league.
QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates.
Yeah, they're stuck in between you and the running back.
See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady.
That's picked.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off by Ronald
Sorry, right when I
Darby. CD, switching gears for a second. You know, after last year, 7 NFL head coaches were relieved of their duties. And in week 1 of this season, those 7 coaches went 0-7. They fared a little better, though, in week 2.
They certainly did. Finally got into the win column. 3 of those happened. 1 in Chicago, 1 in Tennessee, and 1 in Indianapolis. Finally getting off the schneid. The other guys trying to get it done in week 3.
Yeah, including John Gruden. Curious to see when he gets his first victory out west. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. Well, taking a glance across the NFL through 2 weeks of the season, you've got quite a few teams that are winners, which obviously makes sense 2 weeks in. But the John Gruden era not off to the best start there at 0-2, Charles.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, Brandon. I mean, the Raiders, I believe this is the 15th time in franchise history they started 0-2. None of the previous 14 times have they started 0-2 and made the playoffs. So the John Gruden era, not off to the start they're looking for, but I do think they're going to improve during the year. I wouldn't rule them out just yet. They might make a little bit of history with their franchise. I think the Steelers and the Browns at 0-1-1, it's an odd record. But the Browns actually feel halfway decent about it if they can fix their kicking. The Steelers, utterly disappointed they're 0-1-1.
Yeah, but the Browns, you're right, they could very easily be 2-0 right now. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and probably kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Dorsett on the return. Look at the dance and the juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go! Right! Alabama, 380!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go. 280! Great.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. Room here to run. The 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Right back to him on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive
rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down.
Might have to, like, it's not lagging for me at all.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
Nice pass.
And the Eagles are in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brady. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He hits his running back, Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's Brady to throw. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
29, Alpha 66.
Brady. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Brady's going to sneak it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And Brady will sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady taking it in. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Good game, man.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Like, once you get the passing down, like, your defense is good. And your running game's good.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
As far as running, can't you mean I'm only run on me? Trust me,
Yep.
I can shut the run down. Get the pass. I gotta get figured out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Get back into it. Like I said, I ain't played this game like a pro shot. Like fucking 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
I just got him because I like to fucking, believe I knew freaking new ones coming out. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm doing grab bang, bad. And I was getting tired of the shooting games.